sheepishly like ask if someone's there.
Yeah, I see something up there. Definitely eyes. Meditate because he's coming up behind me.
The first video tonight comes from Under the Weather, a UK-based outdoor channel focused on solo camping and exploration in remote terrain. It is September 22nd, 2023, in a remote woodland, United Kingdom.
Anyway, this is just a quick video that I made. It's actually part of another video I made where I done a reaction to Wrong Turn, the film, and I thought I'd do it in these creepy woods here. But on the way into the woods, I actually found a tent, which now it could be a dead man's tent, it could be someone out camping, it could have been someone on the run. For me, it looks dodgy, so I just thought I'd show the full video and just let you guys see. We'll see what you guys think. Fucking things, man. Ah, sweaty fuck. Yeah, nice and easy. As you can see, it's really unhospitable. Every tree wants to stab you in the eye, like every tree, and
the host moves through steep, dense woodland. The terrain is uneven. Fallen trees, rocks, and small water crossings limit movement and visibility. While climbing toward a narrow ridge, an unexpected detail appears: a tent set up between trees. In a location this isolated, any sign of human presence stands out immediately.
Caught sight of someone else's tent. Now the first thing I thought was, oh, no, what am I going to do? You know, I've just came all the way here now and someone there. I think I've noticed it here, but I don't actually say anything. Yeah, and you can see the tent, so I decided I better go over and have a look, you know, say, hello, I'm camping, what are you doing? Blah, 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 just find out. So sheepishly like asked if someone's there. Get slightly closer.
They approach cautiously. There's no movement, no sound, and no clear sign of an occupant. The uncertainty becomes the focus. Not what the tent is, but who it belongs to and whether they're nearby. With no clear access routes visible, the presence feels out of place.
Closer. Yeah, you can see, oh, that's got a big puddle in the tent. It's obviously been there for a while. I don't know, could be days, could be weeks. Not months, because I was there a few months back, so it is there in within the summertime, I would say. I don't know who, what, or why, and then I thought I'd better check it out. What if someone died? You know? So basically have to check, and then it could be someone dead. So it could be someone on the run, maybe someone just camping, but it's really bizarre, like tent set up, there's no pegs, it's tied to the trees, it's on a hill. So I'll have a look, here we go. Hello?
The tent is inspected from a distance. It appears makeshift, tied between trees rather than properly secured. Inside are basic sleeping items, suggesting someone has stayed there recently. The condition implies use, but not current activity. In remote areas like this, absence doesn't confirm vacancy. It only removes visibility. The host confirms no one is inside. Even so, the possibility of someone returning remains. With no way to track how recently the site was used, the uncertainty continues beyond the moment. This encounter is defined by presence without confirmation. There's no direct interaction, just evidence that someone has been there. In remote environments, that changes the situation immediately, because the risk isn't what you can see, it's what you can't confirm. And knowing someone could return at any time is enough to keep the tension in place, even after leaving the site. Before we move on, if you're enjoying the video so far, leaving a like really helps. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a good time. We recently passed 50,000 subscribers, and that's entirely because of you. The next target is 100,000 before the end of the year. Ambitious, but worth aiming for. There's a hidden word somewhere in this video. See if you can spot it. Now, let's continue. The next horrifying video comes from Hiking Movie, a US-based outdoor channel documenting long-distance hikes and real-time wilderness experiences. It is November 4th, 2025 on remote mountain trails in California, United States. The hikers approach camp after a long day. It's fully dark, and visibility is limited to headlamps. After covering significant distance, fatigue begins to factor in, while the terrain still requires careful footing.
I see something up there. Definitely eyes. Or something. Yeah, he's blinking. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's looking around. Yeah, I'm surprised you even saw him up there. Oh yeah, there's the eyes. There's the eyes. Whoa, he's running now. He's moving away. Oh no, he's coming closer.
Eye shine is spotted on a nearby slope. The light reflects intermittently, indicating movement. At distance, identifying size and species becomes difficult, especially with uneven terrain and limited depth perception. The uncertainty becomes the main factor.
I haven't seen any of these scratchy bushes blocking our path. That was definitely something big. A bear or a mountain lion. It was not a deer. There.
They reach the campsite. Water is located nearby, and the group moves into a more stable area. Additional reflective points are later identified as trail markers, clarifying at least part of what was seen. Distance from the original sighting reduces immediate concern. This moment is driven by visibility. The animal is real, but not clearly identified. At night, small visual cues, like reflected light, can suggest more than they confirm. The hikers manage the situation by maintaining movement, awareness, and spacing. And in environments like this, where you can't fully see what's out there, the key isn't eliminating risk. It's managing it without losing control. The next chilling video comes from Theory of Simple, a US-based outdoor channel focused on solo hiking and real-world safety experiences. It is April 30th, 2022, on a local hiking trail in the United States. The hike begins normally. She moves uphill, focused on the trail and surroundings. The environment is open, with visibility across parts of the path, but not constant. Sections of elevation and bends reduce line of sight. At this stage, there's no indication of risk.
So, there's this guy back there in the white shirt on the trail. He just came up to me and said, "I think you're really attractive. Is it okay if I get to know you?" Like, just out of the blue, stop me. It's those creepy things like that that make me like, yeah, no.
A man appears on the trail. The interaction is immediate and personal. His approach is direct, and the tone shifts quickly from neutral to uncomfortable.
Okay, here he is back there. I'm getting at him. Just gonna videotape because he's coming up behind me. And I just wanna get through this gate and get to my car. So this way, I don't know if he's gonna get close enough, but I just don't want.
He begins following her. Distance is maintained, but direction is consistent. She increases pace and starts recording, both to document and create a level of deterrence. The situation moves from interaction to tracking behavior.
Creepiness, creepiness. Just so creepy. Back in my car. I don't know where he is. That seriously was like one of the creepiest moments I've ever had hiking out here. I don't know where he is.
She reaches her car. Even at that point, uncertainty remains. She doesn't confirm whether he has left the area. The priority shifts fully to leaving rather than observing. The response is immediate and controlled. This situation is defined by behavior, not distance. The man never makes physical contact, but the pattern is enough to change the situation entirely. Following proximity and persistence create risk without escalation. What matters here isn't what happens. It's how quickly it's recognized. And in solo environments like this, acting early, increasing visibility, and leaving is often the safest option before the situation develops further. What also stands out here is the decision to share this experience publicly. Situations like this are often uncomfortable to revisit, but documenting it provides real practical awareness for others. For women in particular, encounters like this are not rare. And having a clear example of how quickly a situation can shift and how to respond to it can make a real difference. By recording, recognizing the behavior early, and prioritizing her safety without hesitation, she not only handled the situation effectively, but turned it into something that could help others avoid the same risk. The next shocking video comes from Bald Bearded Wanderer, a UK-based outdoors channel focused on wild camping, bushcraft, and woodland exploration. It is March 25th, 2026 in West Yorkshire, England. The explorer moves into dense woodland. Brambles, uneven ground, and limited visibility slow progress. The area feels enclosed, with very little visibility beyond a few meters. In terrain like this, anything ahead isn't seen until you're almost on top of it.
A body in it, fuck's sake. I think we found it. That's been flattened. Is that by the deer? I can see the...
A tent comes into view. It's low, faded, and partially flattened. The condition suggests it hasn't been maintained, but from a distance, there's no confirmation whether it's currently in use. The uncertainty becomes immediate. Someone may still be nearby.
There's two tents. There's two. Barbed wire.
A second tent is found. The presence of multiple tents changes the context. This isn't a single temporary setup. It suggests a small campsite or repeated use of the area. Again, no movement or sound confirms whether it's active.
I don't like no one's been here in a while. I don't want to look in, I'm scared. Yeah, you can go in, I'm not going in. There's two mats there. A sleeping bag. Oh, thank God, at least there's no bodies in there. Yeah, forgotten camp. But to be fair, well, it is a nice spot. Do I come back and clean this up? And I use this area? Let me know in comments. I don't know. It's a lot of gear to take out. It looks like they've been, I think this is kids me, because it looks like they've been trying to do some kind of bushcraft with, yeah. I get that kids want to get out and do stuff. That's what I did when I was a kid, but weaving this stuff, it's, you know why it is? Because tents are that cheap now that go outdoors and stuff. They just throw them. They're not, they just think, fuck it, I'll throw it, leave it. But I definitely think I can come back here. Yeah. Might get that as a thumbnail with me in it, what do you reckon? Let's get out of here. Which way did I come in now? Oh, here we go. Here we go. For me to clean that up is a lot of work. It's got to be kids. It's got to be. Let's go find somewhere to have a cup of coffee. Yeah. Let's get over this fence.
He inspects more closely. The tents appear abandoned. No recent activity, no supplies in use, and no signs of occupancy. The tension drops once presence is ruled out. What remains is evidence rather than threat. This moment is defined by discovery, not an encounter, but signs that someone has been there. In dense woodland, where visibility is limited, that distinction matters. Because until it's confirmed empty, the situation stays open, and even after, it leaves a reminder that remote areas aren't always as empty as they seem. Before we get into the next clip, around 70% of people watching aren't subscribed. We're working toward 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if you're enjoying the video, hitting subscribe really does help. All right, let's get back to it. The last video of the night comes from Chasing Blazes, a US-based hiking channel documenting solo Appalachian trail journeys and real-time trail experiences. It is April 6th, 2026 near Fontana Lake, North Carolina, United States. The hiker continues along the Appalachian Trail. Conditions are clear, with good visibility and defined trail markers. The environment feels open and controlled, with steady progress toward the next section of the route.
I want to get to it anyway. Strawberries, vitamin C. Trucking along, and whew, this little guy, or should I say big guy, startled me.
A rat snake is spotted on the trail. It's positioned in direct sunlight, using the warmth to regulate body temperature. The sudden appearance causes a brief reaction, but the snake shows no aggressive behavior. It moves away naturally, avoiding confrontation.
This is Cable Gap Shelter, mile 159.4. The floor is definitely wavy. Interesting. I don't know if y'all can see, but I believe that is Fontana Lake. I think I have a little bit more kind of ups and downs, and then it's down, down, down to the lake. A little birdie came by earlier and told me that fresh ground is going to be down at Fontana, so we will see. That'd be really cool. I haven't seen them since, I've seen them once, and that was at Gooch Gap. And it was, like I said, those were the best fries I've ever had in my life. Yuck. It's a little gnome. Look what I see. It's starting to get a nice little bloom. Look how cute. Coming down into...
Near the marina, the environment becomes more active. Facilities and open space reduce isolation, with clearer access points and more predictable surroundings. This segment contrasts with earlier clips. There's no threat, just a brief moment of surprise. The snake encounter stands out because it's sudden, not because it escalates. And it highlights a different side of outdoor environments, where most encounters resolve naturally, as long as distance is maintained. Sometimes the tension comes from the unexpected, not the outcome. We appreciate you for watching. If these creepy encounters gave you chills, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next drop. There's always another mystery waiting just around the corner.